Have you ever thought that one day could possibly be your last? Well, my story begins when I was 12 years old. I was in the 7th grade and I was just recently diagnosed with Crohn's disease. Now, Crohn's disease is an inflammatory bowel disease that affects the lining of your digestive tract, and it can cause abdominal pain, weight loss, fatigue, fevers, etc. And there's no cure for this disease, but there are medications that can slow the progression of it and help with the pain, etc. And at the time when I was diagnosed and I was taking medication, I lived a seemingly normal life. I attended school, hung out with my friends, did everything a normal 12-year-old would do. And it was actually known as the invisible disease because sometimes people forget they have the disease. And lots of times, many of my friends didn't even know I had the disease, and sometimes even I forgot. And then 2 years after, when I was just about to graduate 8th grade, I went through the most excruciating pain I've ever felt. I woke up one day and I knew I did not feel normal. So I was rushed to the ER on multiple occasions, and through hundreds of tests and procedures, doctors could not pinpoint what was happening to me. And I felt completely helpless because there's nothing I could do, or my parents, the doctors. I just felt helpless, and I was adamant that one day would be my last. Finally, doctors came to the conclusion that part of my intestines were blocked, so nothing was getting through there, and that's what's causing me all of my issues. So they performed surgery to remove that part, 8 centimeters of my intestine, along with my appendix and my ileocecal valve. And doctors told me that surgery was not guaranteed to work, that I could wake up and be the exact same. But all I wanted to know was if I was going to live a normal life, be able to see my friends again, go to school like a normal 13-year-old. Well, when I was waiting in the pre-op room before surgery, my family was all around me praying for me, and I heard a voice in the back of my head saying that everything was going to be alright and that I'll be able to live life like I remembered. I thought it was just my conscience at the time, but I later realized and believed that I think it was God. I believe He put me through this to become a stronger person and make me realize that everyone is different, but this is what made me me. I've learned so many things in those several months that most people never learn in their entire lifetime. And although it was a roller coaster and it definitely was not easy, I knew that I had faith at that little voice in my head, and it came true. And I believe that everybody has a purpose, and you need to find your purpose and live intentionally. So ever since then, to this day, 4 years later, I am completely 100% healed. I do not take any medications for Crohn's. I eat whatever I want. I do everything a normal 18-year-old does. And at that moment when I heard that voice in my head, I knew that I had a purpose. The purpose to live out the rest of a beautiful life because I was given a second chance. Thank you.